Hello, this is Palico Badge and welcome back to another episode of the Curious Expedition Russian update. We are playing with Rapsutin. We are on Expedition 5 of 6 and we're not in a bad position. We've got too much stuff again as per usual, but that's never a bad thing. The only thing not going in our favour at the moment is our lizard friend, Shao Sol Tok Lok Mok Bok. He is an alcoholic, which he picked up after we turned down alcohol once and then we took it the second time because we didn't want to take the standing hit, and well, he became alcoholic instead. I said he, so he, she. And yeah, other than that, at the end of the last episode, we took down some spiders to get the nice lantern, which means that we don't have to worry about torches ever again. But I fear this thing over here is something very important and we need to get to it. The problem is, there's no quick way of doing it. We're going to have to go all the way down here, along here when it doesn't flood, and to around here, and then make our way across and hopefully up. But as you can see, we do have a panther in the way at the moment. We're probably going to have a gorilla to wrestle at some point. But hopefully, if luck's on our side, the panther will drown when this section floods in a second. As it stands right now, though, we can't get there anyway. We can only get to here. So I think what we'll do is we'll camp up. In fact, if I play the drums, can we at least get on top now? You know what? I can live with that. Let's get to there. And then we'll camp up. So the panther's made it across. Lucky him. We've got some more bullets. Charles Talk is not doing good. Alcoholics. Oh, and now we've got fire. Awesome. Awesome. Right, so let's play the drums to just get a little bit of sanity, although it's not going to help as far as the campsite's concerned. We're probably going to take a negative hit when we rest. Yeah. I instructed the trek to halt to catch our breath. One could cut tension with a butter knife as we sat instead into the fire. Some time ago I conversed with Shao Talk about the civilised world and its abundance of advantages. I'm unsure if it was a good idea since she seems to have become obsessed with this topic. Hey ho. I mean, where are they? There's the shaman. That's no good. It's ages away. We'll rest again. It was a beautiful night and everyone seemed to enjoy themselves. All this travelling led us to inherently know each other's perks, habits and foibles. We discussed our different childhoods, which awarded me a greater appreciation of my team. Ardashir Mehta told me about how he was attacked by a fierce cat when he was a child. Since then he had bore deep distrust against them. James Sterling opened up about his ambition to follow in the footsteps of his grandfather. Oh, well there you go. So hopefully this is going to drain in a second. We'll rest again. Oh, the team eagerly gathered wood for a fire. Tonight, Charles Talk was obviously not feeling well. She moaned about vertigo and asked if I could spare a drink. No. I told Charles Talk to refrain from being so uptight. She ignored my words and seemed to shiver from a cold throughout the night. Oh, God, we're going to lose Charles Talk. That isn't good. That isn't good. So let's pack up the camp. I mean, if I had alcohol, you could have it, but I don't, so you can't. That's as far as that goes, I'm afraid. I mean, it's a long way. It's a long way. And I think even if we went that far and defeated the hyenas, would she still be around? Would she still be? You know what? She's a valued member. I'm willing to give it a whirl. Cancel. Just not quite yet. You know what? Can we get across? No, we can't. Oh my life. I'm being so indecisive and it's costing me right now. I can't get that way because that's flooded at the moment. I can't go this way because that's flooded at the moment. I'm going to have to get the campsite back out. So, camp it up. Rest, rest, rest. I laid awake and listening to the dark wildlife surrounding me. It had me wondering if there was a way to foresee the... Oh, we know what the temples do. We know what the temples do. Are you going to drain? Do I want to pack up the camp? No, we'll rest again. It was a beautiful night and everyone seemed to enjoy themselves. This was truly a special land and we were curious as to what wonders awaited. Ardashir Mehta was clearly scared and huddled nearby the fire. Oh, okay. Why is that then, Ardashir? Should have kept that dynamite. I could have blown away through this. Hey ho. Right, let's pack up the camp. Whichever lets me through first is the one we're going to take. So let's just hold off. And it's going to be that way. No, 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 no. It's that way. It's that way. Oh, that's annoying. I've got to camp again, don't I? This is really bothersome. So rest again. Everyone's all right. You're going to drain anytime soon. Rest again. Screaming because of dead friends. That's fine. I can live with that. Are you just like completely flooded now? Is that it? Is that how this pans out? Come on. Come on. This is ridiculous. Did I go the long way around last time? Am I waiting for this to do something and nothing's happening because it doesn't? Alright, okay. So can I get across? Let's get to there. We'll rest up. That's very annoying. I'm sure I did it that way. Maybe I didn't. Okay. Rest. Are we good? Decrease loyalty. Times were dreadful and James Sterling was my only human help. It was just a matter of spending enough time together until we got into a tiring argument. I don't exactly recall how it started, but it involved a blunt account about the similarities between God and the pagan gods. We did not speak for the rest of the day. That's fine. These things happen. Rest again. I need full health now. This is a good place. I was sure we would get some well-deserved rest here. James Sterling took me aside. He had to discuss something of utmost privacy. He warned me to be careful around another Trek member. Zatok would stab me in the back the first chance she got. But it couldn't be. She was my trusted companion, or was she not? So you're going to flood now, aren't you? Because timing and all that. Right, okay, so let's pack up camp. And let's get over here as quickly as we can. Don't flood, don't flood. Oh, you are kidding me. The water caught up with me and I was washed away. Valuable items were lost. I knew that was going to happen. At least we didn't lose the campsite. Lost the lantern. I can't believe that. I think the game is saying your time is up with this character. I know I've been sort of lackadaisical so far. I've not pushed it too much, but even so. One could cut the tension with a butter knife as we rested by the fireplace. I was writing into my journal when I heard the group laughing about something. Curious, I listened to them and noticed to my anger that James Sterling was mocking my quest for glory. The group immediately hushed when they noticed me, but I feared my authority was already tarnished. We'll give him a bollocking, why not? I let James Sterling know that I would not tolerate such behaviour. It was obvious that he was not amused by this open humiliation. I can't believe that. That's ridiculous. Rest again. Yeah, it was fresh and cool as we prepared the campfire. What? Yeah, we didn't lose anything else too important, did we? I could not help but feel lonely. I missed really knowing someone. To calm my desires, I wrote a letter to you. Zatok, James Sterling was sharing their tent this night again. I could hear muted whispers from them. Working under these conditions proved difficult. Oh, and now it's unflooded. Ah, oh, pack up camp, pack up camp, pack up camp. I'm done. I'm done. You're going to flood now, aren't you? I'm going to hold. Once more. Stop. Get me across now. What? Yeah. The game is saying, you've had your fun. Time to pay the piper. Are they alright with us? No, not really. Okay. So, have they got anything we can trade? I need the trinkets for the loyalty. Other than that, not really. Have the meat. Have some spider legs. I mean, let's put the standing up a bit. 3. That'll do. Right, so with that, let's rest. Not long into the evening, Shalzatok got into an argument with one of the natives. The villager accused her of stealing. Even though we could persuade the villager that we would never do such a thing, the mood was spoiled for the rest of the night. Let's rest once more. Not long into the evening, Shalzatok got into an argument with the natives. The villager accused her of stealing. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Right, so we shall leave. What are we on now? -3. And down to this shaman again. My God, this has been a pain in the ass. Enter the huts. Ask for a cleansing. And then you can have as many of these as you need to sort these people out. Jesus, there we go. And I don't think you've got anything I need. No. No, I'm good. Right, so let's leave. So what's the standing of people now? None of them are particularly happy with me. Let's use one of those on Shalzatok. In a small ceremony, I presented the trinket to Shalzatok. Subsequently, we hugged as I told her that this expedition could only succeed with her support. She smiled and nodded quietly in appreciation of my actions. Up to 3. I can handle 3. I'm going to hold on to those. We have the space. Let's mount. And, well, venture into the unknown, I guess. We're coming this way. The grid has moved up, which is good. We're coming from this direction. Let's see what you are. Ah, the mission. Ah, the mission. Right, so, access the storage room first. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. I should probably get rid of the drums. For the sake of 10 sanity, it's not really worth holding on to them. And it means that we're not going to fail the next quest, if we get that far. So, that's fine by me. As far as trade's concerned, what do you have, kind sir? I will take all your medipacks. I mean, they're only teeth, right? They're only teeth. That'll do. We agreed on terms with the missionary. I can stay, but it's going to cost me. No, I'll just leave. That's fine. We said our farewells and he prayed for us. New discoveries await. Yeah. Right, so. 25. I can't use any more rope. That's the only thing. I need the rope in order to be able to climb the shrines. So we just forge on into the unknown, I suppose. I mean, we could get up onto there. It's going to cost us some sanity. No, let's just forge in. Why not? What's the worst that can happen? We can't move. That's all the worst can happen. Right, let's camp it up. Viewing loss. Okay, not a sound was heard tonight as we sat and stared into the fire. Charles Talk found an interesting mushroom. We were investigating it and wondering if it was edible when it suddenly squirted a luminescent fluid at us. Charles Talk was stupid enough for it to completely cover her face. Bukake! She screamed in pain. Soon her eyes turned greyish and she had trouble recognising how many fingers I was showing her. I could only hope that this was not the final end of her sight. Otherwise, she would be of little use for this expedition. Oh well. I mean, is it view distance -40? Is that in general? Because that's crap. Rest again. The mood was buoyant as I ordered wood to be gathered for a fire. James Sterling and Ardeshir Meta instigated an argument about who the better climber out of the two was. They were inclined to settle their dispute by seeing who could climb one of the jungle trees quickest. Why not? They swiftly ascended the tall tree. Eventually, James Sterling emerged as the victor of this small duel. The crew's mood was perkier for it. It was surely the right decision to let them have this moment of reckless challenge. Oh, okay. Seemed to work out all right this time. Alright, well, pack up the camp and let's get out of here. Right, so. Up to here. No, we're not going that way. We're going that way. Let's see what this thing is. It's a shrine, he says. That cave probably links to that cave. So, and we're going to take the hit on that, that's for sure. Let's hit the shrine and we'll take the long way around as long as it's nothing too scary. A shrine towered above us. Time had taken its toll on the structure. What remained of a narrow staircase led to the only entrance. The surface about the structure felt hot to the touch. It was still possible to walk there, but the potential source of this heat was disconcerting. Use the rope. After securing everyone, we successfully scaled the towering shrine. We carefully entered a well-preserved ceremonial chamber. We quietly looked around the majestic hall. An altar illuminated with breathtaking ambiance stood atop a plinth. Lots of gold. Let's take it. This was not a day of hesitation. This was exactly what we came for. The moment we obtained the treasure, the earth began to rumble. We fled as fast as we could as the shrine was swallowed before our very eyes and a volcano began to rise, spitting fire and oozing lava. Oh! I guess we won't be going south. I guess we'll be, well, probably dying. Let's go to there. Let's go to there. I mean, I think we're safe. Let's put the camp out. I think we're safe where we are. I mean, we don't have to set up a fire, at least in the camp. That's the one thing. Let's rest. Bipolar now. Our morale was low as we sat by the campfire. Shazzatok screamed at the stars for being in her way. That was particularly surprising. I should keep an eye on her. I mean, it's green where we are. I'm sure everything's fine. We'll rest again. The team eagerly gathered wood for a fire. After dinner, I cleaned my compass and noticed that the needle behaved unusually. Perchance a natural magnetic site was interfering with it? Yes, I can see it. We'll rest again because the fire's still burning. Ardeshir Meta approached me. He told me about his experiences of these last few days and agreed to support my decisions no matter what happened. That's awfully nice of you, sir. Please, fire, go out. Please, please, please. Let's pack up the camp. I'm hoping it's going to go out in a second. I mean, we can rest for a second. Right. There's a good chance we're going to be set alight in a second. So let's move to there. Yep. Good call there. We'll rest again. This should go out in a second. Maybe another second. Alright, let's go check the cave out. We approached the cave. The entrance seemed to lead deep into the mountain. We needed a torch in order to venture forth safely. Well, we don't have one of those, do we? Although we do have plenty of eyes. One of them had to come up. One of them had to come up. I instructed everyone to form a line and prepare for the darkness. We pressed forth into an eerie gloom. Fate smiled upon us as we marched through the dark tunnel with little toil. Eventually our eyesight adjusted to the darkness. Oh, we arrived at a small cavern scattered with the debris of what seemed to be a failed expedition. The rotten remains of what must have been an Arabian explorer stared at us through hollow eye sockets. All the bones we found had been cracked open and it seemed sucked empty of marrow. Let's see what you got. To our surprise, one of the rotten crates still held some valuable equipment. Oh, look at that, torches. I'll take them. I will take them. And with that, we need to get the hell out of here. Run away! And we're going to have to set up camp, I think. Can we get a little bit away? No. Okay. I mean, we're fine until the greenery grows past and then fires emit. We set up our camp. It only increased my yearning to sleep on a feather mattress once again. Oh dear. There was a tense mood as we sat and stared into the fire. Everybody was lost in their own troubles when suddenly Ardashir Meta stood in front of the group and shouted into our faces that not all hope was lost. He expounded that never giving up. And after a while we started to cheer and laugh at ourselves. We somehow rallied the group and instilled new hope. That should give us maximum sanity. Oh, it's a crab! Of course. Of course it's a crab. Let's pack up the camp because I fear there might be a fire in a second. And let's sneak into the crab's domain. I don't want to go too far. Oh. Maybe a little further. Do we attack the giant crab? I mean, we've... What's that? I mean, we've got 2 spears to use and some bullets. Let's do it. It's only one. He's only got 25 health. I'm sure everything will work out just fine. I'm going to throw them both in, though. You know what? For the sake of rolling to the same, I think I'm going to need a little bit of help here. How many of these can I throw in? 3. Precise attack. Is it worth stunning him? Is there any point in stunning him? There's no point in stunning him at all. Let's see what else we get. Oh, we get a tail whip. That'll do. Three damage. But it's the shield, isn't it, that I'm looking at right now. I mean, it's probably not going to help too much. We've got ways of healing ourselves up. See what else we get. Exactly the same. I mean, we're almost there. Oh, those are big claws. Alright, so at this point, it doesn't really matter. There we go. What we got? 2 crab claws and some meat. I'll take it. Is anyone like majorly damaged? No, we're good. Right. I'm determined to see what's up in this corner. It's taken everything out of us. Someone's infected. Shalzatok is infected. Okay. Not anymore. Not anymore. Now's probably a good time to throw out the camp, seeing as we've got no immediate danger around us. We set up our camp. It felt almost like home. I contemplated why I'd come here. Was this really worth the effort? Are all these struggles? What kind of person did it take to revel in this life of danger, suffering and uncertainty, only for the minuscule hope of achieving eternal life through history? Would anyone really remember me once I left this world? I remembered Middlewup waving us goodbye. Following me had been unmanageable to him. I wondered where he was now. Oh, it's gone all so sad, hasn't it? It's gone all so sad. We'll do it once more. Everyone is okay. And we'll pack up the camp. Let us continue. So we can actually get to it. Awesome. It's not going to cost me any rope. Nothing's going to flood. You know what? I'm going to fill up on sanity here just in case it's something scary. So let us rest. Oh. While gathered around the campfire, we heard what sounded like a fight coming from nearby. A young native was striving to fend off a ferocious animal. I mean, that animal could be anything. Let's ignore it. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? This was not our problem. I focused on my evening tea and did not pay any more attention to the gruesome sounds that soon followed. I think it's the safe thing to do. I mean, what have the natives done for us? Not a lot. Not a lot. We'll pack up the camp. Alright, let's go and see what this question mark is. Was it all worth it? That's what I want to know. No, is the answer to that. Unless you've got something miraculous for me, it was not worth it at all. The natives look like a shamanistic group. One of the natives was capable of speaking our language and introduced her as Wukutes. She insisted that the spirits had warned her of our arrival. In perfect English, she asked us what we wanted from her people. So we either get to rest or trade. If we trade, we could get our standing up. Which I think is probably the way to play it. Recruit and trade. I tried to explain to Wukutezes we urgently needed helping hands on our trek. She welcomed us in and welcomed us into the village. Our trek was met by armed natives. I could tell that the natives were on edge. We could tell that they had become disturbed by our presence. So let's trade. The villagers refused to trade with us. What? It was more than obvious that we would need to leave soon, as the villagers wanted to be rid of us. But how else can I get the reputation up without if I can't trade? That's rubbish. Okay. We packed up the trek and departed as new adventures would be waiting over the next ridge. The villagers stared at me as I departed. The following days I had the uncomfortable feeling of being watched. That is terrible for us. Can we go back in? So we can't do anything. So if I go and recruit... Oh, so they'll let us recruit people still. Screw it. Screw you guys. Don't need your help. I don't need your help. I'm just gonna head down south. 48, 57. Let's see how far we can get. I mean, we're still picking up bullets. There's a chance we might come across someone who can help us. I'm not holding that much hope, mind, but hey ho. And we're lost. I don't suppose we can set up a campsite, can we? Oh, we can. Alright, okay, well, let's rest. Ah, dendrophobia now, awesome. I was taking count of our inventory when I was startled by a scream. A rotten tree had inexplicably fallen and battered James Sterling. Thankfully, he was barely injured, but the whole incident left him visibly shaken. Of course. We're going to rest once more. Oh. It was a warm and starry night. Ardashir Meta and Shalzatok instigated an argument about who the better climber out of the two was. They were inclined to settle their dispute by seeing who could climb out of the jungle trees quickest. Or one of the jungle trees quickest. Do it. Of course. Who's injured? Suddenly I heard a loud scream. Shalzatok had taken the lead, but one of the branches broke away, taking her with it. Her fall was slowed by several branches below, but she still suffered a serious injury by the time she hit the ground. I don't know what I expected to happen. I expected something happier than that. Scared of giant trees. Injured. Could have been worse. Could have been worse. So let's pack up the camp And we're going to call it here. It's not been a good episode. We went all that way, out of our way, to find out it was a village who wouldn't even bloody trade with us. So, there you go. That means we're on our way down here. We do have one more shrine yet to find. We've also got another cave to hit up, along with the torches we just found in the other cave. I'm a little bit sort of antsy right now. We could do it. We could escape with all the treasures. I've got a feeling the game is saying you've had your fun. Time to end it with this character. That's how the look is coming across at the moment. But I'm guessing it will all come apparent in the next episode. So thank you for watching. As always, a like is appreciated. And I'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy.